Hello guys, welcome back. How are you all? I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. Today we are going to trade based on wick rejection. So, what is a wick? For example, this is a red candle and after it another red candle forms, but this lower part from here to here is the wick. What is the fundamental reasoning behind this strategy? We will understand that, and according to the wicks we are going to try to take our trades right here. So guys, let's see how we do this. Okay, before that I want to tell you, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel just yet, you can see here that we have a total of 5 channels and this is our 6th channel. We have a dedicated Filipino channel, a French channel, a Japanese channel, and a Russian channel, and we also have a Hindi channel. So in total we have 6 different channels on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, you can quickly subscribe to it right now. And whichever language you prefer, you can watch our videos in that specific language here. Okay guys, so let's start the video without any further delay. So first of all, we need to find a good chart, because if we don't find a good chart, no matter how many trades we place, our trades there won't be profitable. Alright, so the most important thing is to find a solid chart to analyze. Okay, so let me go ahead and check Polkadot. Alright, to begin with, the very first thing here, I am marking this level. And after that, I will mark this level here, alright? Okay, so you can see this here. Why did I mark these two levels? First, let me explain that to you. If you look here, the market formed a green candle, then another green candle, and then a third green candle, all right? After that, the market showed a strong rejection here with a significant wick. Then it formed a red candle here. After showing rejection with wicks, it formed a red candle, meaning an opposite candle, like 3 green candles are shown right here, followed by a wick and a red candle that identifies our specific level. Similarly, 2 red candles, a large wick, and then a green candle create another level for us. This shows where the market buys and sells. Now we know if the market reaches this level, it will basically try to move up and touch it again. We also need to follow exactly what kind of trend is present right now. Okay, now we are clear from the top and clear from the bottom. Now let's look closely in the middle to see what the sentiments are here. Alright, so I will mark this level here. And I will mark this level here as well. Alright, so you can see here, 2 candles went up to this green level here. And then there was a rejection here. It went up to here and got rejected. Okay, if I move this a little higher up here. So you will be able to understand here why I have marked this, because you can also see these 2 candles here. They went up to this point. That means there is selling here. If the market breaks out of this selling, then the market may try to go up even faster. Otherwise, our candle should close inside this box. If it closes inside, then the market can move downward. But if it does not close inside and the market breaks out upwards, so there will be even more chances in the market for it to go up. So this is the way we are going to trade here. Let's see guys. Okay, so guys, right now I am actually going to wait for a trade upwards, because if we take a very careful look at the market as it is right now, we can see that the market is within this range here. But if we look closely, the weekly rejection level of the market is this one, if I adjust it properly. 1 second. If I place it correctly, you can clearly see this candle right here. This candle is where the selling happened. The major selling pressure started from this point, so the candle closed down here. That means this is our key level, right? Alright, we set the level before and now we've adjusted it perfectly. So when the level is here, the market has closed on the upside. According to that, the market can form a green candle, so the chances are higher. That's what it is. Let's see what happens here, guys. And this is exactly how we trade here. You can see it's a green candle, guys. Okay, so it didn't turn out to be a green candle in the end, but right here you can see the market has clearly closed above our box. As I told you before, this wick, right, it is quite a long wick. The closing is right here, and according to that, if you look, the market has closed above the box. So when I placed the trade, I placed it towards the downside. Now, as for the direction, that is fine. So you can see here, this trade right here has become very profitable for us. So this is exactly what we wanted to see. This is exactly how we take trades here. And if you haven't joined our Telegram community yet, you can connect with us on Telegram as well, where you will keep getting valuable educational content and trading insights just like this. All right, then. You can learn all about real-time market updates and various other things here, including professional money management and absolutely whatever else you need to know to succeed. I really want to tell you more about this. All right, now I haven't been able to actively upload videos on YouTube. There are many reasons for this. I have my own personal issues, as well as personal work, and of course, business matters. Because of managing all these things, I haven't been able to make videos here properly. But please, guys, there are other videos of ours that you can watch, and from there too, you can gain some valuable knowledge right here as well while we are at it, okay? Now, here we go. Let's apply this level here. And if I apply it on the lower side, we can apply this one. All right, guys. Okay. If I copy this, then I can bring it up to here. If I copy this, then I can bring it up to here. So when our levels are set correctly, we start to see the sentiments here, which show us what we should do in the market. So most probably we should take a download related miss here. Guys, why did I place a trade here for a download? I am going to explain the reason to you here. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the levels here, how I have placed the levels. Look, the trade has a very high probability of going to the downside, okay, and the market should also move to the downside there. Although, if you look at it, nothing is ever 100% in the market. The market can also turn green, but most probably there, a red candle can form here. The chances of that happening are higher. Now, why is that? Because if you look at the market, this is our resistance level and this is our support level. Now, according to support and resistance, if you see after this green candle in the market, a significant wick has formed here, okay, and a red candle has formed here. That means the market wants to go in the downward direction, and this level is fine. And if the market suddenly pumps, then here we can go for two red candles. I will place two trades here because we know that this candle in the market is an unusual candle, because in the market, the formation of such a candle usually means that some kind of error is happening. Obviously, if you look at it, the market sentiment here should have resulted in a red candle, but instead, a green candle has formed here. That means there is a different kind of situation in the market here, and the market changed quite suddenly at this point because, as you probably know, the OTC market works in a very different way. Guys, you can never really forecast market movements with complete accuracy in OTC, whereas in the real market, predictions are fairly accurate to a large extent. Alright guys, so let's see. It should definitely be a red candle, guys. Let's see what happens. Because a pretty solid green candle has formed, I think there's a very high chance that this will be a red candle. Let's wait. Okay, so guys, as you can see, it's a red candle. And if I look at it, the red candle should have formed here itself, this one, but it didn't. Instead, the market moved upward and formed an unusual candle. That's why I placed a trade for a downward move here. But overall, if you look at the market trend, it's going upward. So I felt that taking a trade for a downward move wasn't right for us. But it's okay. Sometimes in the process of explaining things to you, when I try to make you understand, I end up when I try to explain things to you just by looking at this small chart, that's why things turn out differently there. Although we accept this, that this is our loss. All right, this trade of ours was a loss here. No problem. Let's look at other markets now. Maybe in this particular market, the things we're using aren't working. So what we do is we look at another market like, okay guys, so you can see here that I will place a trade for downward movement. Guys, let me explain to you why I placed a trade for downward movement here. If you look closely, you'll see that the market has formed on the downside, right? It has come down. This is one wick and this is another wick. Our candle is in between them. So based on these wicks, I have drawn this level. And what is the market indicating right now? Let me explain to you a bit about what the market is indicating. The market was trying to move downward. The red candle gave a breakout, right? After the red candle gave a breakout, another red candle formed. The market gave a breakout. After that, another red candle formed. But then the next candle here was not red. So when the next candle wasn't red, a retracement candle formed here, a green candle, right? Then we saw a sudden movement, a downward one. Now, this particular trade could form a perfectly red candle. So if the market moves even slightly upward, we can take a trade for a downward direction, just like we did with the previous candle. The previous candle was also fine, but this candle can be, there is a very high probability that this candle will turn red. All right, guys. So if we get even a small chance, if the market moves upward, then we can take a trade. But if we don't get it, then it's no problem, guys. We're just trying to understand the concepts and things. Let's also check out PNB OTC. All right. Okay, guys. So I've gone ahead and downloaded one right here. Now I'll mark this level here. And we can mark this as a completely new level. All right, this is forming a wick. This is forming a wick, so we're getting two wicks. So this is our seller's area. I think the chances of the market moving downwards are higher because this is our selling area. All right. This is a very strong selling area because the market formed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles. After that, it formed a red candle. Then 2 green candles followed by 2 red candles. 4 green candles were formed. So just like the 5 green candles before, a red candle appeared in the same way. So this time too, a red candle could appear. Therefore, the probability of selling here is very high. That is why I have placed the trade here. Okay, you can see, guys, our trade has become quite favorable here. All right, so how did we understand this concept? This is very important, guys. And until we fully grasp the concept, we don't get clarity on the concept. Until then, we don't understand it. Now, it could have happened. Look, I always try to explain things to you. You must have seen it in the previous video. In this video, I explained it to you based on the wick, where in the market there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles. After that, the next candle turned red. All right, after that, you can see this wick here. Look how good the wick is here, and there's a wick here as well, right? The market went up again from here. Then as soon as the market started coming down, it started forming wicks. Good. Yes, it's forming some really good wicks now. So just like the previous pattern we observed earlier, if the market tries to move upward in that same way and forms wicks, that means if a green candle is forming a big wick on the upper side, that means there are sellers there are dominating, right? And if a red candle is forming wicks on the lower side, that means buyers are becoming active there. So when we try to understand both buyers and sellers according to our analysis, only then can we, I think that's how one can become a good trader. And look, just by learning where the levels are and what is happening here, that's not enough for training. You also need to understand money management and controlling your emotions. Only then can you become profitable here. Guys, I feel that just understanding levels and all this is not enough. A person must also work on their own mental health. And until our mental health and decision making ability are fully restored, we have a complex system called the prefrontal cortex. Until that part of the brain is truly healthy and until it functions exceptionally well, if we get completely immersed in a deep feeling, if we trade while being overwhelmed by emotions, we can end up facing very deep losses here. So in trading, there is never 100% certainty in the market. It always fluctuates, sometimes going up, sometimes going down. And if anyone tells you that the market moves in a certain way or in that way, they are lying, because anything can happen in the market at any time. We can only estimate probabilities. We can never be sure. Whenever things seem certain, that certainty, the things that seem short-term certain, they simply don't exist. If you look at it, there is always a risk involved in trading in the market. And if there really was something that was a sure thing, then what would these brokers even do for us? All right, you understand what I'm trying to say. There's no such thing as a sure thing. A lot of people end up making losses. And 95%, 99% of people incur losses, and it's that loss which the 1% profit from. With the right mindset, profitable trades, and good control over emotions without letting emotions interfere, and with a proper trading plan, only about 1 to 2% of people are able to remain profitable here. So, guys, this is how things work in the market. Some people lose, and that's exactly why some people earn. That's just how it goes. I hope I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. And I want to tell you guys, I am not a financial advisor. And before taking any trade, it is very important to do your own research because trading is very risky. I am not a financial advisor. So keep in mind that whenever you trade, as I always say, and I have mentioned this in all my videos, you should never depend on someone else for trading. You should become an independent trader and trade on your own. And that's what I would like to say. And if you haven't joined our Telegram yet, you can join our Telegram as well. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.